which cards do I think Wizard of the Coast is banning on this Monday? I'm hoping Agents of Treachery, Fires of Invention, and then I could see them having like a couple other fringe ones on the side, but those are the two that I feel like need to be addressed the most. It's the companions that really throw things over the edge, because the decks that run them effectively are, you know, you have an 8th card in hand that's built around your deck, which is bonkers. Like, some people were saying that it would be okay to change the rules to where you just instead draw 6 cards in your opening hand if you have a companion, but that's still way too busted. I think that you still know what one of your cards is. Like, if I could say, okay, you get to start a new game, but you get to make sure you have your main card. Like, I'm going to start my game with WINOTA in my hand. That's ridiculous. Like, I think they put it way over the edge as far as what standard is. Their idea was that they wanted to have everyone have a companion, was like what they said, but they just didn't give us enough companions to make that actually work. We're trying to play a WINOTA deck that doesn't run Agent of Treachery here. That is the whole game plan of what we're trying to do. All right, so yeah, what this deck is trying to do, so Mire Triton is another way to fill our graveyard. We want to get our Colossifications and Citizen Trainings into the graveyard, and then we want to be able to attack in with a WINOTA on the battlefield to be able to get our Storm Herald and get Colossification and Citizen Champion onto a creature, or multiple Colossifications spread out around all of our attackers and hit face and win games. So that's kind of the game plan here. We have a bunch of one-ofs because this deck was built more for fun, and everything in here is good and fun. And so we have Legion Warboss, which works great with WINOTA. We can just find our Kenrith as well. Like, we don't have that many humans. The only humans we have is WINOTA, Storm Herald, and Kenrith. Like, that is it. And so it's actually a little bit difficult, but Kenrith is still one of the best things you can hit. If we do have creatures in our graveyard, like on 6 mana, if we find our Kenrith, the next turn we can bring back a Storm Herald from the graveyard, give him haste. Classification will go on to, unfortunately it does come in tapped, but we could even attack in and use the ability, use his ability as we're attacking. That way we can actually attack in and get Classification as well. So there's a few different things that Kenrith works with, but it makes sense to at least have him in the deck. Anyway, so that's it. Temperate Calls the Dead also mills everything over for us, helps us create bodies that are not humans that can swing in with WINOTA. Honestly, I love Temperate Calls the Dead with WINOTA. It's actually worked really, really well for me so far. And then we do have 1 copy of Fling for the Classification, just in case we do need it to swing in, or they have too many blockers that we can't get through. Hopefully we have enough mana to then Fling. The nice thing is that with WINOTA, if we have her on the battlefield for a turn or two, something like that, and then we find Storm Herald on the 2nd turn, we should be able to Fling in and not spend any mana to, you know, it's a lot easier to hold up the 2 mana if we don't spend anything. Fiend Artisan is one of those like fringe cards that could be good in here, because we can hopefully find our WINOTA or Storm Herald for, you know, 4 mana, 5 mana. And then if we did have Fling, that could be a way that we could make it work as well. So Fiend Artisan is a card that could be good here, but we'll see. If you're looking for a new hoodie or shirt that's Magic themed, I do have stuff down below. I have my merch list down below, but it's just going to be my name on it. I need to actually create some new merch that has like more stuff on it. But if you want to support me, that would be awesome. All right, keep this. I don't love the Classification in hand, but Paradise Druid into double Temperate Calls the Dead is a perfect setup for us. All we need to find then is WINOTA. Cycling. Yay. Thrill of Possibilities is also pretty sweet here. We can get rid of our Classification, go digging for our WINOTA. Bling. All right, we'll just play Timoret here. Exile the Triton. Create a 2/2. Play the land, tap, pass the turn. Double Stinger. This is gonna sting a little bit. So we get to go for WINOTA. I mean, as soon as we draw, we have the mana for it, so that's nice. We have Classification into the graveyard. We'll get rid of the Gilded Goosey. We do have a chance of bringing some creatures back, so we may hold off a little bit. I can go for double Temperate Calls the Dead. Or do I try to go for... Let's see, I can actually play the Thrill of Possibilities as well, right? So we'll go Thrill of Possibilities first. Get rid of Colossification. There's a Storm Herald. I actually have the Storm Herald fling next turn. So, yeah, that's going to be sweet. Timberate Calls the Dead. Get rid of the other Timberate Calls the Dead. Swing on in. Down to 18. All right, so we actually have the combo with Fling. So, I mean, this is the other reason to be doing this, is you can sometimes just fling. What's up, Lord Beardcrumb? Or Breadcrumb? Yeah, we'll definitely do some standard deck building tips at some point. All right, so we got the combo ready to go off here. If we find WINOTA as well, I mean, all right, we'll do that, I guess. How much mana do we have? We have 6 mana, right? So we have the fling as well as WINOTA. All right, so keep that. Dude, this deck is actually running pretty smooth. Oh, I forgot about the mill. Gosh, dang it. I forgot about the second one. Oh. All right, get rid of a WINOTA. We still have the combo here. That was just embarrassing. All right, Storm Herald. We'll grab a couple classifications and Citizen Training. Attach here, attach here, attach here. They all tap, that's fine. Draw a card. Fling, target there. Sack, Storm Herald. Triple ammo! Got the combo. It's Hefe, yeah. And check this out. I named my Heffalump, or my emoji guy here, Hefe the Heffalump. Beautiful. All right, that was a sweet game. All right, let's just do that every single time. That was beautiful. Quick reminder too, if you guys have Twitch, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link that to your Twitch account and it gives you a free subscription every month that you can use on anyone that you want. I know that like majority of people don't end up using it, and so yeah, it's nice to be able to use it. All right, so keep this. This is a sweet hand. Although we do need red mana at some point. There is the Golgari person that mills the graveyard, which helps us hit our land drops. That might be worth playing. I feel like Gilded Goose. I was thinking of playing this as a blocker, but they're just gonna play any flyer and swing through, so never mind. He gets us to Timberate Calls the Dead right away, though, which may be better. Yep, that's bad. No blocks. Right. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this to... This is instant speed, so we're going to pass the turn. I might just end up losing the Gilded Goose to save our life total a little bit, and through the possibility get rid of Classification for the next turn. Because if we can set up our combo and do it faster than they can kill us, then we're fine. We do have to find more red mana though if we lose our Gilded Goose, which I just don't think it will be fast enough if we don't find it somehow anyway. Johnny's Pride Mate in a flying deck. Oh, it's a cat deck. What? Actually, I'm not sure what this is. Alrighty. Battlefield Promotion. Seems terrible. All right, block here. Thrill possibility. Yeah. Get rid of classification. So we do have Storm Herald. If we can find Fling, we also have red mana now. And more red mana. Mire Tritons let us gain life. We can shock in the Blood Crypt. I guess we can. We have 2 black mana, right? I think this helps us gain a little bit more life, which might be a bit nicer, and it still fills our graveyard out a little bit. Mire Triton number 2. We have a good answer now for Johnny's Pride Mate. They can still swing in through the air, but again, we're just trying to slow down the clock. Gaining 4 life definitely slows that down a little bit. So I think that was the perfect answer for that turn. And now, as long as we find WINOTA, we have good things to swing in with. Only classification in the graveyard at the moment, though. This is some interesting pump spells. Everything that gains life. Intriguing. Alright, so I think we go... I feel like there's going to be a WINOTA off the top. We're going to go Setessan Training first onto Mire Triton. Dude, what is this deck? This is crazy. All right, that's fine, I guess. Hey, Nistrandor, thank you so much for this Prime subscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll get rid of another Timrat. You guys rock. Thank you. All right, we'll swing in with one of these guys. keep the damage train rolling. Yeah. All right, we only have a couple more turns. They are top decking. They're top decking well. And they do have blockers for when we go with WINOTA. All right, that's a blocker for us. Oh no, WINOTA. Gilded Goosey. If we can find Fling, we're still okay. So we can gain 3 life and block. I may wait to block unless I have to. I don't know. With all the pump spells I've had, I'm a little bit scared here. Okay, play it tapped. I mean, we can also just play classification straight out now, I think, or pretty soon. I'd rather keep 2 Death Touchers back. Pass the turn. Keeping ourselves alive, but just barely. I mean, and this is part of the issue of this deck, is that we're still running based off luck. We're hoping we don't mill over our WINOTAs, and we hope instead that we draw them. Which, I mean, will sometimes work and sometimes won't. I think we try to give ourselves as many turns as possible here. Take 7, gain, go up to 8, go down to 1. If I find another Gilded Goose, this still... so we have another draw that helps us stay alive for another turn if we find Gilded Goose. So we'll keep this. We get to scry here. Oh, I always forget that you scry after the draw, which is kind of lame. Doesn't matter because we're going to mill everything over anyway. We need a way to be able to flash this in at instant speed as well. Ilharg with Storm Herald also works. I believe that you can bring it in, right? All right, let's see what's on top. We're dead. Actually, let's see, 5. We did gain enough life that we're still... Oh, we just lost our fling. All right, the only hope is WINOTA. So what I'll probably do is I'll play out Storm Herald here. Grab... Oh, I thought we had a Cetessan training. Submit 0. And say no attacks. We don't want to lose our classifications until we're actually attacking in. This just gives us a little bit wider board to be swinging in with if we find WINOTA off the top. So they pump Skycat Sovereign. Gain some life, pump these dudes. We go down to 1 or 2. Oh man, this is close. And that's game. Unfortunate. What's on top here? Oh, and then double WINOTA? Oh, that's just brutal. Come on now. Well, that happens. That's how it goes. Haunted Smoke with the Prime sub. Thanks so much, brother. Storm count is at 2. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys have a Prime, Amazon Prime account, you can use a free subscription to subscribe to your favorite streamer. If it's me or whoever, just use it because most people don't. We got Raise the Alarm. We don't have black mana for Timber, it calls it. We only have 1 card that we can actually play in this, but we have 3 colors. I'm gonna mulligan. All right, keep this. Drop. This is our only source of white mana, and we really need white in this deck as well. This is an issue with going too many colors. We'll probably drop the Blood Crypt, go Gilded Goose turn 1. I'd like to throw the possibility to turn after that. I guess we can use Gilded Goose as the white mana. Hopefully find some other stuff. We'll drop the Triome. Chris Boy, you found me, glad that you found me live. Yeah, glad to have you here, man. Enjoy the videos. Thank you so much. From the UK too. Awesome. Gilded Goosey. Another Fox. Probably has cycling, so we're not going to block. We want to keep our Goosey alive. Mire Triton seems pretty powerful here. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out. No WINOTAs. Good. Good, good, good. No attacks past the turn. Yeah, go ahead and send me the deck list wherever you want to. All right, we get to kill one of these guys. Still not in great shape here. I'm a little bit worried. All right, Thrill of Possibility, get rid of Colossification, see if we can draw something worthwhile. Cetessan Training. We do have to shock ourselves for this Goose, but now we have the white mana as well. Is it actually worth shocking yourselves for a Goose? Our life total is pretty low against this deck already. We'll probably just end up chumping with one of them. So it'll end up saving us life anyway. No attacks. Pass the turn. They're stuck on 2 lands, which with cycling is pretty hard to do. Or maybe it's just only been 3 turns, right? I've gone international. Oh yeah. I think that they started. I'm trying to remember now. Swings in. We will block. Give ourselves an extra turn here. We still have to worry about Zenith Flare and the Stinger. There we go. We got a WINOTA. Swinging with Goose. I'm not sure if I want a tapped and attacking WINOTA, honestly. Kind of want to be able to have it back as a blocker. Meh. Yeah, we'll keep this one. I mean, the other, yeah. I don't know what's actually better there. I think that being able to stop this Stinger from being able to do... Because if they cycle 3 times here and we can't block this guy as well, we're going to take 8, 9, 10, plus 3 more. So yeah, that would be death. So holding back the blocker is definitely necessary here. Sweet, thank you, Smalls. Sorry, man. I do sometimes do later streams because I know that. Oh. All right, I have to block. Do I even have a chance of staying alive? I don't think so. I've not seen anyone playing Chance for Glory with this. If they have any cyclers, we're dead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Wow. Chance for Glory in the cycling deck. I like it. It's a good call. Spank me. We are doing some WINOTA Herald here. So we are using WINOTA to find Storm Herald and then putting Colossification on things. Hitting in for 20 points of damage on 1 turn. Or much more sometimes. It's pretty fun. What's up, Geth? Dude, I am doing great, man. Life is grand. Except for awesome or for terrible allergies going on right now. It's been rough. Oh, all of our pieces. We got a mulligan though. We actually don't necessarily want Storm Herald in hand. With Fling though, it's a little bit better. And we can at least draw a card with this. This is definitely not an amazing hand, but we're gonna keep it. Not going down to 5. Yeah, the next time that we do a raid, we need to make sure that with all the different Twitch Prime subscriptions we just got, we have to make sure that we're raiding with all of our Heffalumps here. Got to do it all. Yeah, keep this. Drop a Storm Herald. Triome, pass the turn. Getting all of our colors right away is pretty nice. Ooh, and a WINOTA? WINOTA doesn't work very well without the rest of our deck, though. Such Snozzberry. No, it's the wall of Godzillas. No, that's totally fine. No, the whole point of... there's a lot of people that subscribe to people just because they like their people's emotes, you know? So it's fine. It's how it should be done. I think we throw out Storm Herald just as an attacker. WINOTA does nothing without non-humans. So I mean, this is like the best we've got. Down to 17. Gave him a lot of information with that play. Yeah, the other two are with higher tiers. Unfortunately, I need more subs. I have to get to like 35 subscriptions before I can have more on the tier 1 slot. All right, play this out. Thrill of Possibility, discard Cetessan Training. Kind of want the land, or I want the draw with this. I guess we can draw 2 though. How many subs do I currently have? I have 17 right now. Putting it on green just in case we can find something else here. I think we need more. I guess a black land. We have white, green, white, red. I think we only ever need like one land that produces white. Huh. We're finding all the wrong pieces to our deck here. We do have non-humans in this deck as well, I promise. That's the majority of the deck. We just can't find it. Oh, hey, classification. After I got rid of my Thrill of Possibility. Perfect. Oh, Balderdash. I don't want to play our WINOTA until we have something else to do, but I mean, we can find more Storm Heralds later. We can get some card draw out of this. Might as well. It's all that we got going for us, so sure. And we're not even that like flooded really. We hit 5 lands. We just have drawn the wrong half of our combo deck, you know. So, and that just happens sometimes. It's annoying. We're not out of this game, but things could go better. Okay, attack in. Drawing a Paradise Druid is nice. Unfortunately, we also don't have any classifications in the graveyard. We just haven't found any of our things to mill our deck. You're stuck in Platinum 3 this month? Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of where I've been. Is like I find decks that are really, really powerful to play, but I just don't want to play them. Like they're just not fun to play. You know, that's the issue. All right, this is perfect. All right, so get rid of classification. Triome tapped Paradise Druid. So next turn we get the WINOTA, swing in with Paradise Druid, hopefully find. We could just go off with the combo. The issue here, so they don't have. Is this just control? They've not seen any red mana yet. And I feel like they would have grabbed it with the Field of the Dead or something here. So I'm assuming more counterspell type stuff. It's fairy. This has hexproof, so that's fine.
Let's try this.
All right, so I think that we have. Oh man, if we mill over our Storm Heralds, we're in trouble. We already have 2 gone. We just go for WINOTA. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Absorb. Or the rude. All right. Timber calls the dead. We'll see what we had on top. Was it a Storm Herald? No. Okay. I don't feel quite as bad. We'll just swing it to fairy.
Enough.
Make them have to deal with that. They could have an instant speed board wipe, which will be really annoying. But then we can fling. Hit to fairy maybe. Except we can't do it at instant speed. Archon of Sun's Grace.
Don't worry. I got this.
We have enough mana to play it and fling. How much mana do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 9. I'm not willing to go for it without having it. So yeah, pass the turn. Hopefully don't gain too much life. If they play another Archon or another enchantment here, they'll get out of range for the classification as well. I guess not, because it's going to be 22 damage. So if we find an untapped land here, we have a shot. EDH is the best format. I do really like it. I still have not completely gotten into EDH personally. Yeah, bronze to platinum is fairly easy. Platinum, I feel like I've had more issues playing in platinum than I have just about anywhere else. I think we're digging for WINOTA. Or lands, right? So yeah, put it to the bottom. So I do have this with hexproof. Did I have that last turn as well? I did. They had the chance to counter though as well. So it doesn't dodge board wipe, but board wipe honestly isn't the worst thing here for us. So I think we put this onto... Oh, wait, it taps it down. But now they don't have the bounce. So no attacks. It's the classification, okay. Swings in, gains life. The deck you sent is a control deck. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure I'm allowed to play that. I might lose friends. There we go. All right. This should be game. Storm Herald. Grab. Classification. It's the only one. Put it onto Paradise Druid. Oh, I meant to do it in response to the tap. Target your face. Sack Paradise Druid. Game. No counterspell. Dovin's Veto. Is it coming? Oh no. Did we get there? Did we get there? If they had Dovin's Veto, they would have flashed it out immediately, right? They can't have anything else here. Please, come on. Come on. All right, if they had slow rolled that, I would have been so angry. Alrighty. Bam. Dude, that was sweet. I did not expect we were going to come back from that one. But never give up hope. Never. Never tell me the odds. Hey, thanks so much. I will keep it up. All right, up against Kraden and no green mana, but against Storm Herald, WINOTA in hand is not necessarily what we want. We want WINOTA in hand, but everything else, not really. We can't even draw cards with Setessan Training. We want WINOTA in hand enough, though, that I'm willing to maybe hold on to this. Because it's not a terrible hand. I mean, we can just beat down for 7 each turn. Sure, I'll keep it. What's my opinion on the cycling deck? I think it's crazy powerful. I think that the main decks that could have answers for it, where's our green mana? The main decks that could have answers for it aren't necessarily running good answers for it. And so that's the reason why it's still really like, Flourishing Fox is just the best 1-drop we've ever seen. It can potentially and pretty consistently be a 6/6 on turn 3 swinging in. Like, that's a busted 1-drop, you know? So there are some really awesome things about it. All right. We just kept the wrong hand for this matchup. This is probably over. We'll see. Shocks our face, going all sorts of aggressive. Kind of surprised to not see Obosh. Obosh. I could see people playing Obosh as a one-of in the main deck. So honestly, that's what I think that they should do with Companion. Is I think that they should take away the Companion ability and let the creatures stay. I don't think they should ban the creatures, because the creatures, like Yorion, is an awesome card. There's a bunch of really cool things that I love about the cards themselves that I hope that they keep, but I feel like they always just completely ban a card rather than try to find a way to, you know, work around the middle of it. I guess now we go Timoret. This gives us zombies attacking with Winota. Storm Herald into the graveyard. We don't actually need it now. Decent blocker. We may just have to kill the Rimrock Knight. We can't really go for Winota with any kind of certainty here unless we found like Kenrith to start gaining life with. Swings in. Yeah, we can't take 4. I feel like they've got a shock or something, but they should have done it beforehand. Did you mention Godzilla? Does that infuriate? Ooh. Whoa there, sir. Yeah. Lost our Kenny boy. Where's the manas? All the green manas just went away. A lot of it. Alright, pass the turn. We're just going to raise the alarm. Block like a champion. So I think we block here. Block here. Do we chump or do we keep up stuff? What do we have in the graveyard? Nothing really useful. Chump so they can't use the thing. I think we just try to keep our life total as high as possible here. If we can kill 2 creatures as well, hopefully find something. I always forget about Embercleave. So much ouch. Oh. Doesn't feel good. Give me the manas. Believe this is game. Yep. Well, bummer. So we definitely need to find a way to make this deck a bit more consistent. Maybe Cathartic Reunions, since they're in the format, rather than just Thrill of Possibilities.
I am Teo. Let me be your shield.
Dude, you can be my shield, Teo. Thank you. What a gentleman. All right, where is it? All right, so we won 2 games out of 5. And honestly, the games that we won were so flippin' awesome that I feel like that's the reason you play decks like this, is because you're going for the fun. You're going for the awesome combo. And we did get the combo off twice, which I think is good. We actually went for the fling combo side of it more than we've ever got the Winota. So like, I'm a little bit bummed that we never really found the Winota side of it. The last time we played this, we ended up getting the Winota like every time. And it was actually fairly consistent. And so we just saw a completely different side of the deck, and so maybe having more flings is worthwhile, because there was a few times that we just needed to have the fling to be able to win. I don't know, it's hard when you're milling stuff over. Maybe we could also bring in some stuff that brings things back. There's the, I think it's Acolyte of Affliction, can mill some stuff over and give us a permanent back to our hand. So maybe 2 copies of that is worth bringing into this as well, just so we kind of go with it. Because if we can bring back WINOTA, we can bring back a Storm Herald, we can bring back whatever we need to kind of get our combo going, that might be worthwhile. So I think 2 copies of that might be about right. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty good.